Testimony time. Let's welcome Sister Victoria as she shares her testimony. Victoria. Hello everyone. My name is Victoria and this is my first testimony, so pardon me if I go a little bit off. I intentionally decided to be the last to testify because mine isn't just a testimony. It's a confession and a realization. You all know me, most of you not personally, but you've seen me around. I've never really believed in God and His existence. I had so many unanswered questions, like how He came to be, what made Him the Lord of all? He is God, yes, but what power made Him God? So many unanswered questions, and when I couldn't get answers, I got the scientist mentality. God doesn't exist. I just thought and believed humans needed to worship, and they made up the whole God idea. Mumbling among the congregation. The only reason I ever came here was simply because my parents made me, and like I said earlier, most of you know me as the girl in the welcoming committee that doesn't smile at the newcomers, while the few that know me personally know I hate the job and didn't care about being here. Voice from the congregation. Then why are you a worker here? They asked I was made to. I replied, my life outside this walls was pretty fabulous to me. I smoked, fornicated, went clubbing, toyed with guys, all with the life's too short, and you only live once mindset. You need a spiritual life, Vicky. My friends often said to me, and I always responded with, you need a life. I always laughed and shook my head when I saw how serious they were coming for night vigils or services during the week. I couldn't imagine myself doing that. Sunday services tired me, let alone staying overnight praying. Nah, not my thing. I always said, my life was going great. I didn't need no God that didn't exist. I got a sponsor to study abroad, which had always been my dream, and the only thing that could make that dream an actual reality was the TOEFL exam I had to write, and I was more than ready for it. On the Friday, I was supposed to travel from Kano to Abuja to write it. My auntie said, pray before and after you write. I replied, okay, but deep down inside I said I don't need God. But I did. Since we didn't have a house in Abuja, we were to stay at our in-laws' house for the 3 days we were supposed to be there. When I got to Abuja, I quickly called my friends there and told them I had arrived. They were all excited and said they wanted to give me a tour of the city. I told them it wouldn't be possible because there was no way my mom was going to let me leave the house. You're a smart girl now. You can figure something out, they said. And yes, I did figure something out. While my aunt was preparing lunch, she asked me to help her blend the fruits for the fruit juice. I said okay, not because I wanted to, but because I wanted to drug the drink. I added a few sleeping pills before blending and rejected the juice during lunch with the excuse of a stomach ache. I sent my address to my friends before watching them doze off into deep slumber. I couldn't stop laughing at what I did, and when my friends came, we took pictures of them and posted on Snapchat. We went out. It was fun. I didn't have any money on me, but they did, so I had nothing to worry about. I met new guys, interesting new guys, and overall the day was fun, but I had to get back by 8 p.m. so I could sleep in readiness for my exam the next day. I got home, and I met them still sleeping. I panicked a bit. The baby was crying, too little to have fruit juice. I was very sure she was hungry, so I woke her mum up. It wasn't easy. I studied a little and went to bed. The next day. I was up early, and before 9:30, which was the reporting time, I was there. I saw a guy that looked kind of familiar there, but we didn't have time to recall where we'd seen each other. The exam started. It was pretty easy after all, it was just English. During our 10 minutes break, I was eating an apple I brought when I heard his voice. Hello, I'm Aid. Sorry to disturb your lunch break, but have we met? You look awfully familiar, he said. I replied, I've been wondering the exact same thing. I'm Vicky, by the way. I just came into Abuja from Kano, and I was out with my friends. Maybe you saw me around town yesterday. He replied, ah ha, Vicky. Yes, I remember you. From yesterday, I was the guy driving the car that took you home last night. You mean Joy's friend? I asked. He replied, Joy? Yes, Joy. Sorry I was too high on weed to notice you, I said. It's fine. Can I seat? Aid asked. Yeah, sure, I replied. We talked and talked till our break was over. I felt nice and comfortable talking to him. See you after the exam. he said. I replied, "Yeah, sure." The exam was smooth and nice, and we finished at the same time. We sat and talked. "So, did you pray before starting the exam?" Aid asked. I replied, "Nah, I don't believe in all that stuff." "Oh, really?" He smiled. "Me neither," I said. We talked till two guys came to pick him up. Now, I remembered I had a problem. I was supposed to call my mum and auntie to come pick me up after the exam, and I didn't have airtime. I never have airtime. I told him, and he offered me a ride back home. Me. Are you sure they'll agree? I was referring to the driver and his companion because I noticed they were looking at me some kind of way. Who, my brothers? Nah, it's fine, of course, Aid replied. As open-minded as I was, I accepted the ride. We both got into the tinted car. I took my phone out of my bag. I said, "My address is—" "Shh, don't bother. You're coming with us now," Aid said. The last thing I remembered was a white handkerchief on my nose, and everything went pitch black. I woke up when the effects of what I had inhaled wore off, but I wasn't quite conscious of my surrounding, and my vision was a bit blurry. It wasn't until I felt firm hands caress my body that I became fully conscious of my situation. There I was in a room, not so big, with only a mattress on the floor, and the chair I was tied to with two guys. Aid's brothers. First guy, "She awake?" Second guy, "Go and call him." The first guy walked out. Second guy, grabbing my face, "Hello, beautiful. Did you enjoy your sleep?" I replied, "What is this? Where am I? What's going on? Who?" "Shh. Don't stress yourself and waste your energy 'cause you'll be needing it," the second guy said. I replied, "Why did you bring me here? I haven't done anything wrong. Please let me go. I'm sure my family would be worried sick about me." Entering. "Let you go?" Aid said. I, noticing him. "Oh, Aid, thank goodness you're here. I don't know why your brothers tied me up. Please tell them to untie me, or better still you do it. I'm sure my family must be worried about me," I said. He replied, "Aid, brothers, let you go? Sweetheart, you don't get it, do you?" I looked at him confused and tired. "Okay, let me explain a few things to you. My name is not Aid. These aren't my brothers, and no one is letting you go," he said. I replied, "Look, if I was rude to you yesterday when we went to hang out with Joy, then I'm very sorry. I apologize." He replied, laughing, "I don't even know this Joy. I just played along with your story." Hot tears rolled down my cheeks when I realized the hot mess I was in. Me, crying, "Please, I'm begging you, just let me go. I've only been in Abuja for 2 days, and you are not leaving this place without a paid ransom. I'm sure your family will pay any amount to see this pretty face of yours again and this body, damn," caressing. "You can't leave here the way you came now. Things aren't done that way, you know." He said. I replied, "No! I'd rather die." I was very scared, but all my life I've been an activist against rape and abuse of all forms, and I've always said to myself that I'd prefer death to sexual abuse. The pain, the trauma afterwards. No, I'd rather die. He said, "Oh, you'll die if you resist, struggle, or we don't enjoy it." My mind was blown when he said, "We gang rape?" Me, screaming, "Somebody help me! Somebody please, anybody!" The first guy, untying the ropes, "Shout as much as you can. Nobody's coming for you. Nobody can stop this." Then Aid said, "Fortunately for us, you don't believe in the one who could have helped you, so shut up and spread those legs." He pushed me onto the bed, and the two guys pressed me down as I struggled while he unbuckled his trousers. He was right. No one but God could save me. But how could he just forgive all my shortcomings like that and come to my rescue? I had my doubts. Serious doubts, till I looked up at Aid and saw his huge shaft. Me, screaming, "Please, forgive me! Mercy, please, mercy!" Aid, laughing, "Sweetheart, you haven't done anything to me that needs forgiveness or mercy. Don't worry, I'll try to be gentle." But I wasn't talking to him. Me, "Mercy!" Just as he was about to rip my clothes to shreds, a knock was heard on the door. I couldn't believe it. Had God come to my rescue? Had he actually forgiven me that quick and easy? I felt relieved when the guys let go of me, grabbed their guns, and headed to the door. "Who be that?" they asked intruders. "Open the door." I became puzzled as they put their guns away. Did they know the guys at the door? Had God actually not come to my rescue? As they opened the door, 2 guys and a dwarf stepped in. Dwarf. Where at the fish you guys caught? Noticing me, this one is pretty, he said. Aid gave a bad look to one of the guys. The guy said, Sorry, I just feel this will settle our small problem. I couldn't believe it. Settle problems with my body. Me, facing the guy. You animal! Shut up, your mouth has a better use. The dwarf said, Stay away from me, you freak. I said. He replied, Guys, hold her. Me, struggling. No! Leave me alone! Please! They held me down, and the dwarf got on me and put his shaft in my mouth. I closed my mouth and put my teeth into action until I tasted blood. I wouldn't say it was an accident. It wasn't intentional either. It was more of a reflect action. An action that didn't go unpunished. I got a very hard slap from him. So hard I couldn't see again. Well, actually, all I could see was white. I didn't know if it was as a result of the slap, but it happened immediately after it, then got punched on my stomach and countless times until I was too weak. The only thing that came out of my mouth was a faint please before things started happening. I wasn't pleading with them. I was pleading with the God of the Christians, the God of the Muslims, the God over all, the Almighty God. I said it, and resigned to fate, when I heard some of the guys screaming in pain and confusion. I couldn't see anything, but I could hear they were in pain and agony. We will release her. We will let her go, please. Please, Aid said. Victoria, please come and be going before they burn us, Aid said. Me, weakly. What? What are you talking about? The guys replied. Leave already. I realized unseen creatures were fighting my battle. Me, crying, I can't see. Guys, ha. First guy, go help her, he told Aid. All right, stand up, Aid said. I was still very weak with a bloody face and mouth, blind eyes. But I was happy. We got into a car, and after about 15 minutes of driving, they dropped me off somewhere. Aid, driving off. You said you don't believe in God. Liar. God did it for me. I was free from their grip, but that wasn't all. They dropped me off and hadn't really gone too far when I heard a shout and a crash. I wasn't sure it was their car that crashed, but I was sure the car was on fire, and if there was one thing I was afraid of, it was a burning car. I crawled a bit before being able to stand, and I walked on shaky legs to a destination I didn't know. Me. Faintly. Somebody please help me. I was weak, bloody, tired, hungry, and lost with no money, no phone, alone in a city I was just a visitor to. Then I heard a girl voice. Who is that? She asked. A second girl replied. One chick. Why does she look like that? Walking up to me. What are you doing here with this white man by this time, and why do you look like you just came out of the trash? She asked me, shouting, White man! I started to run, but I tripped and fell. I thought she was talking about Aid Kaz. He was very light-skinned. They helped me up. What's wrong with you? She asked. Please help me. He wants to hurt me. I replied, Hurt you? I doubt. It looks like he is protecting you. You see how huge and fine he is. She said, Where is he? I asked. Can't you see? She asked. Me, teardrop. Yes. She replied, Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, let me help you feel him. Maybe you will know him by his body. They took me to where the man was, and I swung my hands, but felt nothing. Ghost! The girls shouted, and they ran away, leaving me. Ghost? A ghost had been following me around? I don't know who you are, but can you please help me? I beg you in the name of God, I said. Then I heard a female voice. Mama? I recognized that voice. I replied, Mummy? Uncle. Mama. That was the last thing I heard before I passed out. I woke up the next day on a bed that felt homey. I was safe now. I told my family everything I'm telling you guys right now. I told them how sorry I was, and also that I couldn't see. You need to go see the doctor, my dad said. Well, apparently immediately they found me. My mom had my uncle drive us back to Kano that night. I want to go to church first, I said. They brought me here, and the first thing I saw was a huge white man in white. Me. Are you? He nodded, touched my face, and smiled. I. I can see, I said. I hadn't even gotten into the church proper, and I got my sight restored. I got my sight restored at the church gates. Me. The Lord be praised. I'm here to not only testify and confess my sins, but to also dedicate my new life to Him, 'cause brothers and sisters, He is real. And the presence of the Lord was full in that place. The end. Writer's note: although it has a church setting, this book isn't based on religion, so people of different faith can relate. God is the God over us all, not a God of religion. I do hope you enjoyed this story, and it opens your heart more to God.